Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Welcome to Arizona, where your car is 130 degrees.
Hey, that really happened today!
Or 120 in the shade. Oh, mine was a week ago in the shade.
I have a
photographic proof.
got in the car at 101, turned on the car, and the dash said 130 degrees.
Fahrenheit, everybody.
Hey, a half hour later, it got down to like 115 with the AC running full blast.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
reconsidering the idea of moving to Tucson.
I mean,
It's a
The
dry heat.
actual ambient temperature outside of my car was actually more like 108.
Yeah, that's what it was when I got here.
But the car sensor, being smack dab in the sun, was picking up all the heat. And yeah, 130 degrees.
And we might actually have our monsoon shortly.
Yeah,
Cross
Friday we
fingers.
might actually get rain. Cross your fingers.
Yeah, also potentially
All
Saturday,
the-
and then the possibility like triples by Sunday. I'm thrilled.
Not by my phone. My phone says it's starting to drop. But
I follow the National Weather Service on Facebook.
I don't
Any
care
chance
as long
of
as we
rain.
get rain.
Yes.
rain.
My little witchy self wants to
Hey.
dance in the rain.
I will dye fabric in the rain if I have to. Somehow.
That would be a fun video on your page.
I'm sorry, what?
You got another dyeing session this weekend?
Oh, yes, I do,
Yes.
because I have not one, not two, but 3 dyeing batches to do. And so I'll be on dye batch number 2.
Yes.
And when
So-
will these be happening? And where will they be happening? See how
Here.
she-
5:30 in the morning.
That's right.
On which book of
Because-
the Faces page?
I will not be live
It's not
casting
going to
this
be
one.
okay.
broadcasted.
People got one live cast out of me on the dyeing. And that was
And you were
And you
dying
got
while
heat
you were
exhaustion
dying.
in exchange.
right. So this one, especially at 5:30 in the morning.
You just need Cabana Boys to fan you.
We asked for minions.
You have
There
intense.
was a request for minion.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I did
And many
post.
suggestions for minions.
Yeah,
I might
but
not have seen a post.
that's all right. There was an event and stuff. It's fine.
I blame the
Um,
fact that they started at 6:30.
I blame
we
the job
started at
applications.
7:30.
7. Technically, we didn't get fully rolling until 7:30.
And by then it was already like 85 degrees.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
And our son and
Later,
yeah.
because I was on the road that morning going up to Big Bear.
and the
Yeah.
shade was very
Little
quickly.
teeny tiny Ren Fair.
How did you have fun?
Yes, and we found the place to eat lunch, so it's a good thing.
Awesome.
Oh,
But
fabulous.
I did not get downtown because it would have added 2 hours to the trip, so we didn't.
Well, that makes sense. But you got to see the movie and see Margie and Jace, so that was good.
Yes.
So,
So Kelly, when we went down there a couple weekends ago, I went to go get your fabric, but the gentleman who owns the shop, his mom passed away, so the shop was
Oh.
closed.
The teapot fabric?
Go down there this weekend.
Okay, thank you.
so
So Saturday sometime, I'll send you a message. Okay, here's your total.
Okay.
Then we'll figure out if I can get the pink fabric. We'll figure out this cheap way.
I have we have a TSS event on Saturday, so I might not see any text right away because I'll be fully ensemble.
That's fine.
So, Game Master.
Welcome back to session 5. I believe it's session 5.
Are we at session 5?
I think we made it to 5.
Holy.
It's been a rough couple months.
We have this many.
Oh my gosh.
This many, yay!
Yay.
Yeah, it's taken us a long time to get to 5 sessions. Wow.
And depending on what happens, there might actually be leveling happening tonight. Just gonna throw that out there. It'll motivate your bloodlust of entertainment.
I'm hit with my stick.
Hey, to be fair, we have yet to actually kill anything but wolves.
That's true. We've been very
We've been less murdering hobos.
PETA
as
has
opposed
sent
to...
messages, and they would like you to kill some humanoids, so it's not just the furry
I want to
animals.
kill scarves, okay?
Hey, to be fair, again, it was the wolves that attacked us.
Right? Plus, I don't care for PETA.
Why? It's great with hummus.
I mean,
Peter Malark.
I see what you did there. Yeah, no, I find most pita too dry and chalky. You really need homemade pita.
So does Katniss.
Special everyone for Capo.
Oh!
It wasn't chalky. It was the dust of all of the young people.
Oh my god.
You gotta make sure the dough doesn't stick to things. You gotta dust it with the youth.
Or the bones of the youth.
Yeah, what used to be the bones.
Good times.
Grind the bones.
Well, that was like
We
darker
went dark
than
really quick.
expected.
I was having a flashback of the Terminator 2 scene with the Terminator steps and skulls.
Oh,
and I go,
yeah, and I
no,
was like-
that's actually District 12.
It was at the end of the season.
Too
one.
soon.
After the first book, it was.
Yeah.
So where last we left off, you guys were enjoying Becky at the castle. There was a sour note found within the
Recky
loot.
or Becky?
Recky.
Okay.
I know, I thought he said Becky.
He
too.
did say
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
Becky.
I don't think that was the bard's name.
Well, that might be her nickname
I didn't remember
now.
if we got a name.
I don't recall if we got it.
There was a few pet names, but no actual names were exchanged.
Ooh,
Oh,
baby,
okay.
baby.
Apparently,
Baby.
apparently my character does
Justin.
not need names.
The secret language of Bard speak.
Okay.
Bardish tongue.
They communicate in chords.
I don't want to know about Barter's tongue.
They're
You
very
know, bards.
eloquent.
No, bards. They're very cunning linguists.
Yeah.
Ba-dum.
Good to have good cunning linguists happening around here.
And this is why it's not safe for work.
Yes. So you did find, remember when you broke into the guard's shack, you found the
Repeatedly.
map in
Repeatedly.
a stinky boot.
Aww.
So you have the stinky map in your pocket
Maybe?
and the little note.
Oh, is it a little note or is it a sufficient note?
It was a sufficient note
Alright.
to let you know that she's working with the forces that the sheriff is in league with.
Right.
Pointing out who are the rabble amongst the locals that would need to be silenced or put down before effects happen.
She's not a nice person.
No.
Or maybe she's a really good girl just put in a bad situation.
Right.
I've been there.
Have you?
I was a good girl once.
It's been a while since you were a good girl.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and Yogi says hello. Also, hello, Yogi.
Hi, Yogi.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
Okay.
So as you guys,
We're gonna need to get over to the mine and cruise through the mine.
I have to figure a few things out. Search
Mine
out
it for
some answers.
information.
Oh, right.
so of course you are concerned about your missing team member.
Right, we think he's there.
You
Half a
believe
member.
that he's been kidnapped and taken to the mine, possibly.
Right.
The gnome.
The gnome.
The gnome.
You want to go know where he is.
We do want to go know where he is. And,
Are you looking for something?
I'm looking for my dice bag, which I'd covered with all the things because I'm hat making.
It's not uncommon for us to have
Otherwise
to get placed
known
under
as
things.
millionary.
There you go.
Honorable.
Los papeles.
Okay.
And of course, you all remember from vague momentary flashback or last seen on Supernatural. I mean, Circus Chimera. The steward was watching everything intently going on. And, you guys realize that he says little, but he knows much.
Hello, June.
Hello.
I'm good.
So how you go? The bard, of course, she said her quick goodbyes to you. She's totally enamored with you.
That's true.
Not so enamored.
Well, she's very enamored with me. I got
Yes.
some good roles, is what I remember.
Yes, you had some really good roles.
She's
She's
more.
a courteous pilot.
Well, that's true. She is a traitorous harlot, but she's very enamored with me.
Well, we don't know why she's
It's true.
I mean,
She
that's true.
glows.
That's true. I don't know.
double agent. We never know.
She could be misunderstood, although
Wouldn't that make her a triple agent since she's pretending not to like the sheriff, but she's spying for the sheriff in the village?
But do they add or do they multiply?
Or do they square?
I don't know. That got very complicated. And June, someday I will understand all of this as well. But if you share questions that are very specific, one of us will try and answer them so it clarifies what's happening.
So how about we go around the table and introduce ourselves and what character we're playing, and give a brief, since it's been 5 episodes, we had a month since our last broadcast, of who, what, where, when, and why we're doing briefly.
Oh right, yeah, we're at what, 1 episode a month right now, or something like that.
No, we had we're trying to do every other week.
I know, but that's been more like the reality.
Yeah.
Right.
Comic-Con, Comic Fest,
Right.
Fan Fest Palooza.
Outlanticon.
World West Tours of California.
Right. Wild West Con. Preparing for Wild West Con. Life's been complicated. Plague.
Heat stroke.
Plague. Heat stroke. Plague. All right. Who's starting?
I will go first. I am Jim, the
Hello,
game master.
Jim.
I'm running all the other people besides these lovely people here.
We can't see your face, Jim.
I know I'm hiding. It's because I didn't grab the spare chair.
Spare chair.
Hi.
Oh, yes.
Hey, I can see you, Evie.
Right.
And I can see you, Facebook.
Hello, Facebook. Hello, Jim.
So I am running I am the GM. I'm running everything that's not a player. Everyone else in the group is players. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Otherwise known as Game Master.
Right.
And the 5th edition of the Dungeons and the Dragons.
Yes.
So who'd like to go next?
Oh, all right. I'm Jocelyne, and I play Radella, the Radiant, or Ray for short. And I'm a half-elf bard, chaotic neutral, because I learned this group that you're better not going for lawful, really anything, but definitely not lawful goods. Chaotic good, chaotic
Good.
neutral. If you wanted to do lawful evil, that probably blend right in.
Hey, Hobart was
Good save.
Right, Hogar.
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 was lawful evil.
That's
Yeah.
true. He was. But if you're going to do lawful good with this group, you're going to be very sad.
It needs to be a group consensus with your players.
Oh, yeah.
Important of session 0.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's me.
Cody, half-orc cleric. Character name Blain is there. I think today I will be doing the Russian accent. I know I can be doing this for consistencies.
All right.
My cleric does one.
So you
She
can
goes-
I have a cleric who speaks with is Slavic accent.
Oh, very
Sister
good.
Solis.
What good for business?
She's tiefling.
I'm going to try and do my accent with these two
Please continue.
chuckleheads.
I
over
am
here.
leaning towards of the chaotic goods. I am cleric, so I must be righteous in things. Is correct? Yes. So,
Yes.
all right.
All right. Plus, it's on your page.
I know. I put it there. I do not. I remember this.
Okay.
Okay.
I am Kellie. I am playing Mistral, otherwise known as Mademoiselle Dangerous.
That's dangerous for everybody else.
I am a half-elf rogue who is a charlatan background, but I am the high-wire daredevil act for this murderous band of circus goers, or circus performers. And I am chaotic neutral, and I have a penchant for gambling. And I speak.
And last but not least, I am Evie, and I am a barbarian who is a half-orc. I am the strong woman in the circus, and also the bearded lady. I wear a pretty pink tutu and carry as my weapon a flail that is my pretty pink handbag with lace trim.
Woohoo!
I am chaotic good, and I'm a full hero. Damn it!
No, excellent. Well, I
So if
probably
you're gonna be a big burly thing, you should actually be chaotic good and a full hero. 'Cause
I agree.
So what's that make us? Big damn heroes.
That's what we are.
big
Oh,
damn hero.
I have a weakness for pretty face. It's probably a good thing to share.
And
My
speaking
weakness is hard drink. Go figure.
and speaking of sharing your merits, flaws, and inspiration,
Oh, that's right. I have an
provoking
inspiration.
things,
I'm
Does
inspiration.
I have-
anyone need a GM inspiration?
I too have an inspiration.
I have
Thank you
one
very much.
inspiration check.
Can you see that on your screen?
No.
Can you see that on your screen?
Yes.
But
Okay.
I'll just remember I have it.
Okay.
Do you need one?
Spasiba.
Oh,
Because
good.
it's the limit of my linguistic knowledge.
GM inspiration coins from advanced deployment.
Yes, who's no longer in business, but they did these wonderful.
Yeah.
They don't. That's too bad.
Oh, I forgot that.
The
I have
other
like the
thing you're
whole
gonna-
spiritual weapon. They're going out of business thing. I grabbed some stuff up.
Oh, that's. It's too bad that they went out of business.
Yes.
Munchu.
So,
Because
Can-
cabbage.
so where we all left off last time was you guys were preparing to take off with the map you had for the mine to sneak away from the sheriff and his men and see what exactly they're hiding out there, since you know they're hiding something out there, and one of your troop is missing.
Yes, the gnome mage,
Yes.
We have suspicion.
the maestro.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember his actual name.
We just call him maestro.
Yeah, all right. It's
The Meister.
The
the
maestro.
Meister.
Maestro since
Yes.
he's
You can call him what he
Open your
wants
bag,
now.
it might be easier to take your dice out.
What?
If you open the bag, it might be easier to take them out.
It is
She's being
open.
selective.
It's teeny tiny.
It's Moon Petite.
It's got a tiny opening. It's very snug.
Small opening for such a big
I
sack.
like that, right?
It's had a dice bag rejuvenation.
It does dice giggles. Oh,
Giggles. He's giggling.
And this is what I put up with. This break brought to you by Wizards of the Coast, producers of games like Dungeons and Dragons. You too can go into the dungeon and
How do you
slay
like
the
that?
dragons.
Well, this is why.
And we've only had one drink each. I mean,
Oh my god.
We're going to die.
a laughter.
Oh yeah.
so what preparations are you guys gonna take as you head off? Are you gonna try to like sneak out of town unseen?
I mean, that seems like a better plan would be to sneak out of town unseen, but perhaps since we're very conspicuous, we could claim that we're going out into the woods to practice some maneuvers for our next
We're hosting our
show.
big
So
show.
you want
It
to
is
be
not
secret?
ready. It is not ready yet to be unveiled.
We want to
that's
do,
good.
Speaking of veils,
nice
do you recognize me?
No, it's not.
No, I see
It's
only
the
one
perfect,
eye.
perfect shinobi.
Yes, we are going to have a big finale. But it is not ready yet for everyone to see.
Why not practice?
Okay.
I think strategic lying is really what I'm proposing.
I'm good with that.
A little classic misdirection.
Right.
It's really hard for me to
Misdirection.
sneak anywhere. I'm kind of big.
Right, so it's better that we just have a little misdirection, as it were.
Okay. So you guys gather your basics of equipment, and you're going to head out to a nice private place in the woods to practice.
Right, practice.
Perfectly sensible.
Maybe?
Absolutely. As you do.
Okay. So does any one of you in particular have a good survival?
Oh!
I am -1 to survival.
I'm better than that.
I have 2.
Woo!
Oh,
I
yeah.
got +2 survival.
Alright, we got,
We got 2 + 2.
So who's going to have the map and navigate for the group?
So Joseph Hickey, our folk hero, is actually Skyping in to the session, so that's why you don't see Evie.
She's the laptop right here.
Is the folk hero, right?
Can everybody hear her? Maybe we should. Is there a way to turn her
Evie, maybe you should talk so they can hear you.
I should talk? Why?
I can get
talk.
I can get a speaker and make Evie louder.
Earlier I did hear, so Evie, say something, and folks at home, tell us if you hear her say this.
Okay, I am saying something, blah, 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 and all that.
I thought you would have said something like 222222.
0100101000.
I cannot believe you would say anything like that. That was
Does your
terrible.
mother know you talk binary like that?
You are.
That's right. I use this mouth to kiss my mother.
But no, we do need to know if you can hear us and hear dear Evie, because if not, I'll put it on speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger, better, badder, louder.
Wasn't there a song about that? Yes?
Yes.
It's
So
harder.
So Evie, do you want to take the map, or do you trust the cleric with the map?
I trust the cleric with the map because
Okay.
I don't have a whole lot of intelligence. I've only got an 8 intelligence, so I'm going to let somebody else handle that.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your intelligence?
Yep.
14.
Thank you for telling us she was pretty clear, by the way.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Joseph.
Thank you, everybody.
So go ahead and give me a survival roll. You will have advantage since you have a map that looks okayish to interpret, though it does smell
Roll
like
twice.
cheese.
The advantage.
Uh-huh.
18 plus 2, unnatural 20.
Okay, so immediately once you guys cut out of the tree line of the town, you know exactly where the animal trails are on this map that you need to go to follow.
Yeah.
So are you guys pretty much beelining straight to the X on the map, or are you guys?
I think we should practice a bit more misdirection and go from a side view. Scope out the territory. Watch the entrance to see if anybody goes in or out.
I think that's a really good plan.
How many men will we have to kill?
I mean, I didn't know we were going for murder quite yet, but it's good to be prepared.
The runes are suggesting to use a little bit of constraint. So we shall not go too far, but we will not do
I'm
exactly.
switching my armor to its black side.
Oh,
I have very pretty armor.
As you're taking your clothes
I love
off
it.
and putting it on backwards.
right. That's part of our misdirection. The costume change.
So go ahead and give me. Are you being stealthy at all?
Yes.
Oh, right, we're being
I am.
stealthy.
You were going
I'm
Spanish
going to
there
hide
for
in
a
the
second.
bushes because I'm pink.
Damn
Okay.
Escobar.
Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. We need at least half the group to make it. So proverbially, you guys are quiet. Now don't forget anyone that's in heavy armor. You are at disadvantage.
2 natural ones! Oh my god!
9.
Okay, for those of you who don't know who are at home, when you roll a 1, doesn't matter what your bonuses are, because technically I got a 6, but since it's a natural 1, it is a critical fail!
Dun, dun, dun. I told you to exercise constraint and you
And
fall
we
into
got
pitfall.
2! 2 natural ones!
Monsieur GM, do they find the pitfall trap?
So, June, the way it works, because you were saying you would understand eventually, so you take a 20-sided die, and I've got a very nice large one in here, and you roll it, and you add your...
Bonuses.
Huge dice.
I do, I
Yeah.
like a good
I like a
handful.
big, hefty dice.
I like
that
big
can
dice
roll
and
in
I
my
sure
hand.
will roll.
Right, so,
I got a pair of them.
So does she.
It glows in the dark.
Nice.
Well, that is exciting.
So, you take your dice and you add to it certain statistics which represent your
Yeah, those two need to go away.
abilities
Try that for.
as a character. And so that's what we're doing. And I dropped one of my dice under my legs, under the futon. Alright, thank you. Did I get a natural 20? No, but I rolled better than a 1.
I got a 13.
So what did you get, Evie?
I got an 8
An
plus my
8.
1 for stealth, which is 9.
Okay, so the guy with the map is the quietest one. As
13
you're
plus
walking,
1.
and you're hearing all this crunchy food, crash. As all of a sudden, at one point when you guys are following through this map, you all stop because you tell them halt to get your bearings, and all of a sudden you hear the rogue who's apparently juggling sticks or some kind of acorns or pine cones she found on the trail, and they're rattling because the seeds are loose in them, and the bard is like humming under her breath. She's humming a song that she heard the other night
Kronks.
in bed. And the strong woman is like picking up the occasional heavy object and throwing it, trying to be
Something
stealthy.
away.
As all of a sudden, slowly, Madame Dangerous stops juggling and looks at you.
Mademoiselle Dangerous.
She's not married.
Mademoiselle.
She's not
Ray
married yet.
stops humming and looks at you now that you've stopped and put your hand up for the hold position. And Evie stops lifting things and looks at you. You all of a sudden hear more movement in the underbrush right behind you. Like there's someone following Evie.
Oh God, is there one of her boy toys?
Because I am so attractive, everybody wants to be near me.
And then you guys do this weird candid, as a line of heads turn around and look. And about 10 feet behind Evie is a dire wolf.
Oh!
It is a female.
Hold
The
on,
rules
hold
have
it.
told me.
It's that. Oh!
Yeah.
And this dire wolf, now that you've stopped, it looks like it's interested in attacking you guys.
Is it?
Because you guys are
I
tramping through
still have
the
the
woods.
blood of the last ones upon my bow.
Stand between my friends and this wall.
Oh, well, that's good because it's between you and your friends. Because it's right behind you. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
So at this point, June, we roll a 20-sided die,
Mm-hmm.
and we add our initiative bonus to it, which we picked that up from a few other statistics on our page.
I got
Oh!
21.
Well, I got 10.
Where's the initiative?
I got
You
It's-
should have
okay.
a +1.
I got 19.
Oh, good.
These dice is liking me today.
What did you get, Evie?
I only got 11.
11. Good. So our cleric can go first.
I go first.
Oh, you go first.
I got the 21.
Oh, you got the 21. Okay, that's good.
That's
good. June, I hope that that Cake can save us, because otherwise we may die.
Cake often gets on the table and saves you.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, Rogue, you with your quick reflexes realize that there's a very unusually large wolf behind your friend Violet.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly the growl just starts resonating from its throat.
I'm going to hit it with my crossbow. I'm using advantage.
Okay? So, by the way, using advantage will let her roll a d20 twice, and she gets the better of the two. Are you
Or
wanting me
I'm
to
just
touch
rolling
them?
2.
I'll
I'm
touch
just
them
showing
and
them
suck
so
the
they
luck
can
out
see.
of them.
No! You are not allowed to touch my dice.
No dice touching.
No dice. No touching, no touching.
Hello, Smoke Prince.
Okay. I got a 17.
17 will hit.
Woot, woot. Oh,
You recall that the dire wolves are tough. I mean, before you just fought regular wolves, and this wolf looks like it's the daddy of those
Okay.
wolves.
6 points of damage.
Mommy.
Okay, you shoot your crossbow, it goes thoink, and you hear this sad sick sound as it hits the hindquarter of the wolf, and its growl turns into a full-on teethy snarl, spittle
And
shooting
I
out.
say, Becca, Peppy Doug.
You are drooling. This is drooling wolf.
Get your dinner elsewhere.
It doesn't speak common or whatever the hell that just was.
Francais!
Oh,
Or vraiment, c'est franglais, as we used to say on the glace.
Oh.
However, that crossbow bolt obviously moved this direwolf to danger because it is leaping out at Violet right now
Oh!
because it rolled really well, and it's coming after you with snarly, glistening fangs.
Oh, good. It's got
Not
glitter
just
fangs.
regular fangs, but
Better
glitter
than
fangs.
glitter do. 10.
And will a 15 hit you, Violet?
That's your.
Am I looking at my armor class?
Exactly.
Armor class.
Your armor class, which is a combination of your agility, natural reflexes, and the armor that you wear.
So my armor class is 13.
So it hits you.
So as soon as it
Hold on,
lashes
I
out.
has 13.
She's a barbarian. She doesn't wear
Oh,
any armor.
barbarian.
I was just saying, that's my armor class.
And all of a sudden, it
It better almost
digs
into-
its teeth into your orcish thigh that your tutu exposes, drawing several droplets of blood down the hole.
Sacre bleu!
Oh,
Monsieur!
damn.
Now
My
go ahead and
courage.
give me a strength DC check of 13 or higher as it's pulling on your leg and trying to knock you to the ground prone.
So I've got to get my 20-sided die.
Yep,
I need 13 or higher, right?
yep. And you want to look in the top left where it says saving throws, which it should have a dark circle around strength.
Okay, yeah.
So add the number next to strength next to your die roll.
So 14 plus 5. So I got
You
19.
easily, when it grabbed you and started to pull, you just stomped your foot down solid like an oak, and it pulled back without bringing you with it. But it's right there in front of you.
I forgot I do magic.
You do magic.
You're a bard.
And thankfully, as you let out a little half-orc
If you like.
snarl,
I can give you a ton of insults for a vicious fucker.
I
I'm
don't have one
genius.
now. Do I get to hit it now?
not yet, but it is your cleric's turn to hopefully help you.
Okay.
Alright, cleric.
And you sense as soon as your cleric jumps into action afterwards, you'll be able to do something. Something violent.
Oh.
Violent Violet.
Violet, you're turning violet.
Oh my god.
I'm going to lurch forward and get with uppercut swing right under chin of direwolf with quarterstaff.
Ow.
I not play games.
Okay, so you're going to go so that way you and Violet are standing side by side in the game trail?
Yes.
What's
and
your
Yeah.
armor class?
armor class is
He should be good.
15. You are definitely better to be out in front.
Well, he's a...
Go ahead and strike that wolf.
Oh, hold on. I catting.
Cake.
Okay.
Monsieur Gâteau.
Cake is coming to save you from the giant dog.
I rolled a 9.
You
Plus-
swing your
no, no.
quarterstaff.
Plus the
I know. Which one's staff?
I'm pretty sure
plus
not
3.
Plus 3.
So you roll a 12. So you swing
Yes.
your quarterstaff, and unfortunately, as you swing it through the grass just kind of like catches on it, slowing it down. So the wolf just like slowly moves out of the way, not even bullet speed. It's moving slowly out of the way as it looks at you with half-orc blood coming down its jowls.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Violet,
I
the
took
cleric
Violet.
swung at the wolf, the large dire wolf to save you, but he just didn't swing strong enough.
Carry
It's
them
time
off.
for you to show a true strength.
Quick!
here.
Pull a Samuel L. Jackson. Hit this up with another bow.
I am going to
I'm
hit
tired of
my
these
flail.
motherfucking wolves. I just...
Motherfucker pass.
She's talking. Sorry, say that again.
I'm going to hit it with my flail, which is my pretty pink handbag.
Hope you have
Okay.
So my 20-sided roll is 17.
more.
Woo!
And then there should be a bonus
There
next
should
to
be a
your...
bonus.
Next to
Your flail.
It's gonna have... Yeah, go ahead.
plus 5.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah, you hit it quite nicely, just right across the face. And how much damage are you doing?
1d8 plus 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
So 4 plus 3, 7.
Okay. So you just smack it across the snout, and it gives out this yelp snarl. It's still on its feet. It's still looking at you, but it did not like it hit like that.
Well, who does?
Handbag has my barbells in it.
I've been blessed with kisses.
Oh.
Okay, so now the power, the inspiration, the majesty that is our Bard Ray.
Right. Should I hear a vicious mockery yet?
I am very partial to vicious mockery. We have to take I think it's a charisma saving throw. Something tells me that he does not have very good charisma.
I suspect you're right.
And if you succeed, it is 1d4 psychic damage. And it's disadvantage until the end of its next turn.
I'm going to do that, but I have to find...
It's
This
spoken instantaneous.
Because normally I give page numbers because I'm not a fool. But for this one, apparently...
As long as it can hear you.
And yes, Joseph, the barbarian could have picked up the cleric and used it as an improvised weapon.
That's what I was saying. Pull a Samuel L. Jackson.
Vicious mockery. One action, instantaneous, 60 feet. You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, which is fortunate, as I do not speak Dire, Wolf, or any other version thereof, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or take 1d4 psychic damage, and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. This spell damage... Oh, you don't need to do that. Alright.
So what is your spell DC?
My spell DC is 13.
So the wolf is +1 to wisdom.
It rolled a natural 20!
Oh! God.
And as you throw an insult at the wolf, makes eye contact with you, and you sense the deep, primal spirit of the predator there. And it just looks back at you, and its stare makes you choke on your insults for a second there. And it just threw you off your game.
You're still the ugliest dire wolf I ever saw, and your mother thought you were a runt.
Ooh. Oh, no, you didn't.
Girlfriend, hold my tail.
I did. I did.
So does your spell do anything on a save?
No.
Okay, so it's only...
Nothing.
Okay.
I
So-
just look sassy
It
pants.
just entertains us.
The pure
Right.
blood rage of the wilds in its eyes. and-
Oh, good. Blood rage of the wild.
Blood rage of the wild. So now we are back to the top of the order, which means our rogue is up.
I'm going to hit it again with my crossbow.
So I wonder if this time you're going to use your rogue bonus for having an adjacent ally there that does the extra damage
Yes.
that you forgot to do last time.
What a good idea that is! Dungeon Master Jim.
So what we're talking about is rogues have this cool ability that when they have a friend adjacent to a bad guy, or they're coming from hiding, they do a little extra damage because they're all about the sneaky attack.
Alas, I only did 14.
As she shoots a crossbow arrow that just goes shy of Violet's shoulder and goes off into the grass, burying itself into the dirt somewhere.
Thwack.
Thwack.
But you didn't get you.
No, it didn't hit you. It just flew over your shoulder.
It
I
was.
did not roll a 1.
It was startling.
It's because she was so concerned with accidentally hitting you that she overcorrected and missed
Yes,
the wolf.
because friendships matter more to me than material goods.
Which is a blatant use of Kellie fishing with one of her ideals for GM inspiration.
Right.
You still have one, don't you?
I do. I was just reminding myself of what they were.
So now the wolf... Huzzah! So now the wolf is going to surprise everyone. We can probably just lay this down.
That's a
think.
good
It's
plan.
probably
I like
safer.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's
safer.
safer. So the wolf is going to attack you again, by the way. And by the way, I just realized something.
It likes to taste.
Dear Barbarian, if you do rage, you can take half damage from him.
Woo!
If you choose to rage on your turn.
Rage against the dying of the light.
Rage!
Rage against the
But in the meantime, it's the wolf's turn. And it's going to bite down with a +5 to...
Ooh.
Will an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you're going to need a heal, I think.
Alright.
Only thing-
Words or healing words.
9 points of damage.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh!
How many
And
points you got, Missy?
I got 14 last time.
so go ahead and give me a strength DC roll. You need a 13 or better to keep from being pulled onto the ground. God bless you.
Sweetheart.
As all of a sudden you realize the cleric next to you is allergic to dire wolves.
It's just
I
a
got
dander.
17 plus 3, 20. Biatch.
Okay, he pulls on your other leg, and you have now blood dripping down both your thighs. Because you, well, he bit your other leg, so now you just have blood oozing back down both legs.
She's a heifer. She thinks of these as love bites.
No, well, that's,
Yeah, the 9
Right.
points hurt.
So, cleric, you see the wolf snap out at her and just rend some skin with some horrible, sickly bites.
Ow.
What are you gonna do?
Just in case. I'm going to side swing this motherfucker with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
In Mother Russia, we say no to this bullshit.
Oh, no. You roll
I-
with advantage. The one don't knock out.
Okay. So it was 9 plus 3 is 12 again.
You swing your staff and you miss by a lot. You're so choked up seeing the wounds on your friend's legs
You choked
that
up on
you
your
are
staff?
so
Oh, I
choked
choke on the
up.
staff. Oh lord.
Now, do you have any bonus actions? Because remember, you have your action, your movement, and a bonus action per turn.
Can it
Do
be?
you have a spell that's only a bonus action? You may
have
want
a
to ask
spell.
normally the cleric in every other
Hold on.
game next to
Let me
you.
see what spells are.
Yeah, what spells are
Because you may have a healing spell
I
that's
do
a
have
bonus
healing
action.
spell to use on there. It's Cure Wounds.
I'm going to use a healing spell on my next turn.
How come? Healing word. Isn't healing word a?
Is healing word? He's got cure wounds and healing word. One of them is a bonus action. The other's a.
Oh, healing word
Isn't
is
it
a bonus action.
I'm like, isn't
So-
healing word?
If you would like to use one of your spell uses of the day for healing word, you can cast it on her. But you may want to find out how much healing it does, which Jocelyne has it open right now.
Healing words. A creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Which is your
This-
wisdom.
This spell has no effect on undead or constructs. My personal spell, to have my spell casting ability modifier.
It would be your charisma for you.
All right,
It would
thank
be the
you.
bonus in the charisma section.
Grand, that's very helpful because I did not write it down. So 3.
Yeah,
Right.
mine would be +2.
So would you like to use that as a bonus action? And you can still move. I mean, you probably don't want to move away from the wolf because then it will get a chance to bite you. This is an attack of opportunity.
Bads.
Or what you could do is flank the wolf, because when you walk around someone, as long as you don't leave their threat, you can walk around them. So you could go to the back end of the wolf,
It would give you both
thereby
advantage.
I do
giving both of you combat advantage to striking it.
Oh, that's
I do that thing.
And you could still move and cast, or cast and move, whichever combination you would like. So you're going to move around, and then will you do your spell to heal your friend's wounds?
You're going to do it?
I'm going to do
You
it.
have better opportunities.
Pretty much, if both of you did it, you might heal as much damage as the wolf just took in one bite.
I
Just to
can
give you an
plug the
idea.
wound with a dagger.
Unless you
So
roll
good.
badly.
You should do it as well.
Okay, I do this. It's the 20 years.
Yeah, it's well, no, you're casting spell.
Okay.
So you're basically just casting the spell. You're saying you're casting healing word on her,
Okay.
And then you just roll a die
and
for
you
healing.
can roll
D4.
1d4 plus your modifier.
Right.
So he is flanking the wolf. So he's on the tail end of the wolf.
Woo!
4 plus 2 is 6.
6.
So
6.
all of a sudden, your wounds start to slowly do the Wolverine
Oh,
trick
why
and
do these
pucker
itch?
shut as the bleeding staunches immediately, and you feel the connective tissues start growing back together. So you received 6 points back.
So, Cody, Joseph, who's joining us today. Hello, Joseph.
Hello.
He has a little shade for you.
Ooh.
Joseph says perhaps you should try out a weapon with an edge because that one seems only good enough for walking.
Except for he is a cleric.
I don't have edge.
He's a cleric.
I have cleric and
I don't think he has because he's an orc.
I have quarter
Clerics
staff and
can't use
warhammer.
edged weapons.
He
Unless
has a
you're
warhammer.
a
Why are
mighty.
you using the stuff that you do with that?
Nice modifier.
Use the warhammer. Alright, is it me now?
It is. It definitely your turn. Actually, no. It's not your turn. It's our barbarian's turn.
Alright, I'm
My turn.
And you have combat advantage if you'd like to strike the wolf.
Oh,
I should strike it.
So
in
you get to roll
place.
d20 and you get the better of two dice. Or roll twice.
Roll 2 d20s.
Yep.
Right.
Uh-huh. I'm a toaster.
yay!
What do we add to it?
You would add your weapons damage on the bottom middle of your sheet.
Weapons damage.
It's right in this region of your character sheet. It would be
Oh, okay.
a weapon, a number, and then the damage.
Okay, so my biggest number here was a 12. Plus 5 is 17.
That will hit.
Now I have to pull out my 8. 1d8 plus 3. I got 7 more points.
Woohoo!
You are a consistent slugger.
Excellent.
And
Boom
you
in anger.
snag it the other direction, its head snaps and it snarls with blood coming out of the spittle. That's probably more than just your blood.
You know, I don't want blood on my handbag.
Right.
I'm start hitting him with my hand axes.
Ah, yeah. And now it's the bard's turn.
I'm going to try vicious mockery again. You, sir, smell like cabbage, and your mother smelled of elderberry. We do not like you here. You have small hands.
I just get orcs.
Is it? Yeah.
An 11. It fails
It
its save.
It's
So
alright.
roll 1d4.
I better roll my little daggery sorcery wizard thing. For 4.
4.
And what else what does this vicious mockery do?
Vicious mockery also does.
It causes it's a disadvantage to the end of its next turn.
Right. Do you want me to read it again?
No.
Yeah.
The other.
So its next attack, it's at disadvantage until.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm. And now I'm going to use Healing Word, which is a
Bonus
bonus
action.
action
Booyah.
to heal my delightful companion. So the spell, no, that's I don't need that. I want
Yep.
Healing Word. Right, I'm going to roll my d4 again. For another 4.
Woo!
What happens if I get more
Sweet.
healing than I actually have?
You just get topped off. You can't overflow with healing.
Plus
I'm
3.
topped up.
Okay,
you're
so
full.
she's healed you completely. Now there's just like the dried blood on the outside of your perfectly healed, fresh new skin.
Right.
Never been kissed by the sun.
I pull out scissors and go, you need a haircut, doggy.
Oh.
Oh.
Extra healing. I don't even have a scar.
That's because
Yeah, that's
we love
magical
you.
healing.
Oh my goodness.
So
There we
much
go.
healing. I love you guys.
Okay,
Right.
and you guys end strong, so now top of the order.
Alright.
Woo, that's us.
Okay.
Our rogue has been reloading her crossbow deftly with her agility,
Yes.
and she's going to twang her bow again.
And I am not going to hit. I did not critically fail, but I did not hit.
As she twings her crossbow and a tree branch goes.
Alas.
Mam'selle, dude, you need to practice more. I think.
How dare you!
Shots free, absolutely.
Just remember, my fair heifer, we are on the same team.
Did she call you a heifer?
No!
Half work!
I heard heifer. I was
No! Heifer!
I was confused.
And all of a
You
sudden,
heifer!
as you're confused with your half-orcish ears of what words she is saying, all of a sudden the wolf snaps out towards your face with its teeth. Nya, 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 nya.
And we'll miss!
Will a mighty 10 hit you?
No.
Notice how Jocelyne is afraid to touch my dice.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching that dice.
And it snaps just inches from your face.
Dang, you got bad breath.
It probably smells like half-orc leg.
He's got gingivitis.
Ugh.
He has not been flossing.
So Blain,
What? Does she have red hair?
you have taken some practice swings with your walking stick.
I drop it to side and pull out Warhammer.
Good choices.
It's hammer time.
Oh my goodness. He even knows the hammer dance.
Now you do have combat advantage since you are, adjacent to your friend, which means you roll
2
twice. You get the better of the 2 rolls.
I'm going to jump at the motherfucker and swing to middle of spine.
Alright. That's...
So, plus what?
No.
Woo!
His strength, that is 20.
Well, it's higher
No,
than
no,
that,
it's
probably.
higher than
Look,
that.
Oh, no,
look,
that
look
is-
down here in your
No,
weapon
you
section.
ignore this one.
Yeah, no,
Ignore this one.
the +1 for Warhammer, yes.
Only plus 1 for Warhammer?
Yeah.
His strength is only plus 1.
Ah.
No, but it's
So,
still,
still
20.
unnatural.
An unnatural 20 will definitely hit it in the back.
Yes, good.
Now I do 1d8 plus 1
1d8 plus 1. Good.
out of my way.
Ooh.
4.
For 4 points of damage.
That is a 50%. Fuck you.
As you just smack it down in its beefy back, I mean, the shaggy hair shakes, dirt and twigs come flying off.
He still has disadvantage, doesn't he?
He
Yes,
does.
he does.
You're good. Good times to be beating on the dire wolf.
Yes, I'm killing the wolf for the case. This is giving me nuts.
I call the pelt.
So Violet,
Yes.
your cleric friend just swung on it, and you know that from the rhythm of this battle, it's your turn.
It's my turn. I've decided I don't want to be getting more blood on my pretty pink handbag, so I'm gonna use my javelin.
Well, you don't. Javelin's a ranged weapon.
No.
You're better off using your flail or doing something like grappling the wolf or something like that.
I recommend the handbag.
Yeah, keep the hand. We've got mineral water. We can get the stains out. It's fine.
I will commune with the god and have the blood
Get the
removed.
stains out of the pretty pink silk.
We've got this. We've done it many times.
Do you have
Okay. I'm
prestidigitation?
gonna hit him with my
Yes,
flail
I
again.
think so.
The bard has
Does
prestidigitation.
he still have advantage?
You do still have
Yes, I
advantage.
do.
You can clean it a square
Boom.
foot.
Boom. It's done.
18!
That will hit.
Woo! Also, hello, Paul. Hello,
How am
Monsieur
I?
Martel?
Monsieur Martel.
Oui,
It's with us
oui,
right now.
No, in America here we say way.
I definitely whoop it.
You whoop it.
And a D8 plus 3 blood damage. Only 5 damage.
Only 5 damage. You
Compared to the 14 you've done previously.
You hit it from the left. You hit it from the right. Now you bring the
Instead
flail
of just a
straight down on its head. And as soon as you crack down on it, you just see its legs kind of go out and it just drops straight to the ground.
Do you kill it? Is it dead?
It is dead.
You killed it!
Magnifique!
Can I keep the pelt?
I already called.
The
What?
orcs are arguing over the wolf pelt.
Just,
To be
it's
fair,
very large.
She was the one he was chewing on.
Just split it down the middle. It's huge. It's a dire wolf.
We will have hairy skirts.
Yes.
Keats.
So who's going to do the survival roll to skin this beast?
They both have the best survival.
Yeah, it's not me.
I'm going to collect my boats.
I'm going to.
What do I roll?
Do you want to work together or individually do it?
We can share together.
We share together. I just want tram.
Okay, so one of you go ahead and roll survival. That's the person helping.
D20.
Whoever's the one helping.
He rolls a 10 plus whatever.
Plus 2. So, Evie, go ahead and roll survival. You have advantage because
Roll
he's helping
2.
you successfully.
Roll 2.
He's being a good
20s.
assistant to you. When you say,
19 plus
19.
and it's plus 2.
2.
So
21.
basically, you beautifully skin this
No,
wolf.
you slip down the middle and go poof, and off it comes.
While everyone else is just standing there watching you do the skinning.
Right. No, I mean I was polishing my shoes.
I don't do well with the blood, yes?
That's alright.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
That's why you were assisting.
I'm
Oh no,
juggling
I do
knives.
fine. I was speaking for her.
Oh no, I was just if you let the blood set on the wall, on the wall and the leather, it tends to stain. So it's better to just get right at it.
Okay, so Blain, give me a survival roll as you guys finish skinning, you pack up. Are you guys taking any kind of like hour-long break, or are you guys just skinning and going?
I think we ski.
Not all the damage filled up.
Right.
No, skiing and walk.
Okay,
Skiing and
so
walk.
just finish the skinning and heading your way.
Okay, 12 again.
A 12? You got the map out and you're like, I got this. As you give this look to all your compatriots, who were so great in being sneaky through the woods,
You all are to be silent.
to give them the look of,
I pull out
What?
I pull out
Should we
Warhammer
keep
and go.
rolling
so
again?
there should be a group stealth roll.
Okay.
And just remember, if anyone's in heavy armor, you're disadvantaged.
I did not critically fail, but I rolled a 2. So I have a grand total of 7.
So you rolled twice as well as you did last time.
I
Using my advantage.
Okay.
This one. Which is good. Which is very
A
good.
big day.
I have an 18.
Okay, you are super quiet this time.
Good, because I rolled 2 dice.
I
12
got
again.
14 plus 1, so 15.
Right.
And
Okay.
12.
And a 12. So for the
half of
most
us
part,
succeeded.
you believe you're pretty quiet except for the rogue, who's supposedly the stealthiest member of your team, who's stepping on every twig you all walk over. But it's not that obtrusively noisy. It's just that all of you guys are hearing a snap,
Crack.
snap.
Like Crispies.
Okay, and you're following the map, and you guys were wanting to stop shy and observe, right? You weren't wanting to just like barge right to that location.
Right.
So as you guys get pretty close to what your guide here is pointing out that your God of Knowledge tells him that you're probably almost on the X mark on the map. So you guys are going to spread out and do a perception roll.
Oh, yeah.
As Joseph says, prestidigitation, D&D's most powerful spell.
Oh, my body loves it.
Welcome to the prestidigitation dry cleaner.
Exactly.
That's good.
Woohoo!
I got
That's
a
it.
15 plus 2.
Perception, right?
Perception, yep.
17.
18?
8.
You were busy looking at the map.
Good night, June.
Good night,
Good night,
June.
June.
Good
Au
night,
revoir. Auf
One of these
Wiedersehen.
days we'll have to have a little level
Au
1 for
revoir.
June.
That's right.
So what did the rogue get?
18?
18. Oh, so you three were all very observant while the cleric is looking up at the map, making sure, just, judging landmarks. You all notice that there's a clearing. The grass is dropping to almost nothing. The trees clear out. And there's a rocky outcropping that looks like it might have once upon a time been a fairly active mine, because it's got a nice 10-foot open wide shaft, reinforced
Ooh, I
wood.
like my shaft.
It
That's
looks...
how we discussed the kegels.
It looks like there has been recent traffic back and forth in the area. And you notice that there's a horse tied up outside the cave entrance.
Mm.
Fairly nice looking war horse. It's got barding, it's got a nice saddle.
Iron shod hooves.
Do we recognize the horse?
You do not recognize the horse.
Do we recognise the colours on the horse?
Like a livery.
No.
Or motley.
Not from the guards that you've seen in town.
All
It
right.
seems to be a different pattern than their horses.
Would a history or
But, history would be interesting to roll.
insight?
History would be good.
Anyone have good history? Because I have a 0.
I have a 4.
Insight would tell you what
yes.
the horse is thinking.
He will roll history.
History will give you something significant about the saddle and the bridle.
Be nice to me, my friend.
So you're
Ooh, nice.
23.
Is that a natural 20?
No.
23.
Oh, okay. So you look at, as soon as they point out this horse, you lower the map and there's the horse.
Well, it's June. It must be a rainbow.
As you look at the horse, all of a sudden you notice there's a bridle on the forehead. It's got the little leather triangle on the bridle, the symbol there, and then when you look back at the beautiful the mane on the horse, and the saddle has been
Can you
stamped.
do this with your hair for a moment? I need to envision the mane.
Ooh, Vasily.
My neck is still hurting, but I will do this for you.
Okay.
And you recognize clear as day, stamped, tooled into the leather of the saddle, blazoned with lacquer and color, the symbol of the noble guard of the City of Light.
Ooh. What are they doing out here? It's a long way from the City of Light.
I'm going to use Warhammer to pick my teeth for a moment. In the anger.
There's no... It's all blunt.
I know, but it's like, it has, I'm guessing, one spike.
One spike.
One spike. I have to pick.
Alright, do we leave the horse here or do we let it run free?
I think we scan it.
Oh!
Apparently,
the puzzle
he
wagon.
does not come from a horse tribe of half-orcs.
No.
Apparently not.
No, oh my
I
god.
can't do that. I've got,
Oh
I thought it would be cool to have a mohawk.
You know, you guys, we don't have a horse. We can steal that.
I know I could pull the wagon and you would get it break.
We should probably remove the livery before we steal the horse.
Okay, I think we're putting the gun before the horse. Shall we find out where the rider is?
Monsieur GM, I will laugh at you because that was fair joke.
Oh, but did she say that in character? Is she really cracking jokes from hiding? Or is that of her character? Rogue?
I don't crack jokes.
Was
I crack skulls.
Did I get it?
it a mosquito?
No, it was that fly, but I smacked it. I got really excited for a moment.
And that's a great place to wrap it up there.
Hey you. Do you like the Tales from the Crypt series? Do you like spooky things in general? Then check out the Good Evening Kitties podcast. That's Good Evening Kitties podcast. GOODEVENING KIDDIES podcast. Each week, I'll review a new episode from the TV series The Tales from the Crypt. Find me on Podbay, Podbean, or iTunes. That's the Good Evening Kitties podcast. Check it out today.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.